Hey YA nerds! So in my continuation of this 2018 summer that we're gonna have, today I wanted to talk to you guys about drama. It is a graphic novel for middle grade by Raina Telgemeier. Really interesting, awesome book, really great drawings, really great artwork, the story flows really nicely. I'll get to it. For now, the details on this book, it is 238 pages. And it was released September 1st in 2012, so it's kind of an older book, but really, really good. The plot. Callie loves theater, and while she would totally try out for her middle school play's production of Moon Over Mississippi, she can't really sing. Instead, she's the set designer for the drama department's stage crew, and this year she's determined to create a set worthy of Broadway on a middle school budget. But how can she, when she doesn't know much about carpentry, ticket sales are down, and the crew members are having trouble working together? Not to mention the onstage and offstage drama that occurs when the actors are chosen. And when two cute brothers enter the picture, things get even crazier. There's the brothers. That's Callie. Really cute story. So Callie's this really neat chick. She's in middle school. She wants to be a set designer. She's got a lot of aspirations for that, and she loves theater. And then she meets these two boys who are twins, and they make her life really complicated because she falls in love with one of them. The other one is gay, and he mentions it in the book. And that's part of the reason why I really wanted to talk about this book, because it was challenged again. Yay! The ALA reported that this was one of the top 10 challenge books in 2016 and 17, I think. Maybe even more years. I think it's been challenged almost every year since it's been released. I can explain why. We'll talk about it. But yeah, so I love this book. It was really cute. My first introduction to this book, aside from like when I shelved it and whatever and was like, oh, Raina Telgemeier, she's cool, I like her. When I worked at the bookstore, I would shelve this book and be like, oh, I'm gonna read this book eventually. But it really got on my radar when I had an irate customer return it to me and tell me that it was inappropriate for children, and how dare we have it shelved with the children's section. And I was like, inappropriate for children? Like that doesn't sound right. What do you mean? Like, I don't understand. And I said to her, like, I mean, I don't really know what you mean, but we don't control where things get shelved. That's corporate. And she was like, well, I want to contact corporate because there are things in that book that children shouldn't be exposed to. AKA, there are queer people in the book. Oh no. So I had to read it after that. I just had to. And even though it's a middle grade book, I still want to talk about it on this show. Still want to talk about it on this show because I think it's important. And I think even like high schoolers probably like it. Not only if they were theater geeks in middle school, but also because it's just a really cute story, guys. So, yeah, when someone has like a really strong reaction to books like that, I end up wanting to read them. Especially when I find out that their reaction is because there's gay characters. So, I love this book. I was not disappointed when I picked it up. Raina is a really good storyteller as well as a really good artist. Recently she was working on reviving the Babysitter Club series. She's not writing that because it's already been written, but she's been drawing it lately. I've also read a couple of her other books. I read Ghost. I still have to read Sisters and Smile. I'm gonna get to it. It's gonna happen. These were great. They're quick, honestly, even though they're 238 pages. You know, there's a lot of pages where, you know, it's quick to go through. And with graphic novels especially, I find that I just kind of like plow through them. Oh look, I just found a page where nothing happens. Well, not nothing, but like there's no words. You could just quickly let your eyes roam over the page. You know, I also really enjoyed the fact that, like, yes, there are gay characters, plural, in this book. However, they are not the main central theme of this book, so I don't understand why people are so mad about this book. She portrays them as perfectly innocent, wonderful children, and the fact that one of them kisses another boy, oh no, how dare he, while wearing a dress, oh no, how dare he, it's just silly to me. It's just nonsense. Like, let the kid be a kid. Let other kids who happen to be like this kid read this book about these kids. That's the only thing you're doing when you're telling people they shouldn't be reading a book because there's gay characters in it. Oh no, this book is inappropriate for children. Yeah, what if your children are gay? Not inappropriate then. They're reading about their own experiences through somebody else's eyes. Hopefully in a positive manner. Or not. Ugh. This book portrays it all very positively. She kind of uplifts her characters. There's no like trauma or anything with the characters, which is great. I can't tell you how many like coming out stories I've read where there has to be trauma. No, the boy who discovers himself, I will say, he comes out at the end of the book. He admits openly to liking to dress up like a woman, and he kind of like sings a little femininely, whatever. He tries to date a girl, it doesn't work. There's no trauma. There's nothing bad, negative happens. He goes out on stage in place of the girl who's supposed to be playing this girl in the play and kisses the lead. And that's it. Major applause, everyone's happy, end of story. Really great. And yeah, so they come out at the end, but it's not like the central thesis of the whole book. It's just a little detail of this character's life added in there. The book's still about Callie. The book still follows her around religiously. She is still the main character. And her experience is also pretty valid, poor lamb. So, read it, pick it up. Prove the haters wrong, it's a good one. Awesome. So for Tropes, we have Tropes. If you've never watched any of my videos before, I kind of assign these tropes based on what I think the stories are really about. Ooh, just kicked the camera, sorry. I've come up with this list on my own, but also with some help from other librarians and some terms I found on the internet. So a lot of them are well-known tropes, like The Chosen One, and Dystopian Future, and Love Triangle, or Trilogy, but some of them are ones you've probably never heard of, like having Bianca for a sister, or Only One Friend in the World, or what was the other one? Junker Car, something like that. Those are ones that I've made up or come up with looking at other people's things. So if you don't know what any of them are, they will be in the description down below, and you will learn all of them at some point eventually soon, maybe. So the tropes for this one are love triangles, strong/smart female protagonist, clueless adults, love at first sight, and only one friend in the world. My rating of this book, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, because while it was awesome and amazing, it was not mind-blowing. And I will probably still read it again because it's short for me and I can totally do that. But there's not really a need for me to do that. Still a great book. Still read it. Read all of Raina Telgemeier's things. She's fantastic. Do it. But just keep in mind it's for kids. There you go. Problem solved. So for my favorite part, I actually bookmarked with my hand just now while I was editing this. The couple of parts in the book that I really loved, they all have one central theme. Callie's mission in life is to make a working canon for the show. So at some point, they're testing the canon for the show, right here, and it fizzles. It doesn't work. It's really funny. The timing is beautiful. So a couple days go by, she thinks she's fixed it, she yanks the string, nothing happens. She gets in front of it to fix it, and it gets all over her. Haha, very funny, good timing. And then one day in the cafeteria during lunch period, they're putting on like a small taste of the show for their classmates. I almost said coworkers. Whoa. They're putting on a small little taste of the show for the classmates, and Callie gets the thing to work. Haha! So that was my favorite part of the book, was the whole gag with the canon. I think even during the show she gets the canon to work. It was pretty great. Yeah, there it is. Bam! Fantastic. So that was the best part of the book for me. And again, I like little things like that where it's like, here's this little inside joke, haha. So yeah. For age range, I'm gonna say 12 and up. Or a little younger than 12. I could say even as young as 10. 10, 11, 12. Give it to the tweens. Give it to all the tweens. Maybe the teens will like it, they might find it boring. Give it to the tweens! So that's all I have to say about drama. Go pick it up from your local library. I guarantee that a lot of them will have it, unless you live in like some weird state that is against gay people. It happens. Order it online. It's not that expensive. It's only $10 for this book. Go get it. Go pick it up. If your library doesn't have it, demand that they purchase it for you. Do it. And yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say about that book. So, so long, YA nerds.